Starting lineups: D'Angelo Russell, Damian Lee, Glenn Robinson, Draymond Green, and Willie Cauley. Luka Doncic, Tim Hardaway Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, Kristaps Porzingis, and Dwight Powell.
To where their efficiency is off the charts. They're the best offensive team.
So even if you're guarding him, he's still open.
Right.
Damian Lee kind of gapping, and then it's D'Angelo. Flick comes Russell pushing it ahead. D'Lo, another 30-point night last night, and he starts with 2 straight buckets.
That's a tall human to get it over. He did it easily.
And Glenn Robinson does get Doncic as we expected, and he hit 5 tonight.
It's funny, he shoots 32%, but
not against the Warriors.
Right. It seems like he just shoots a much better percentage. That's great for the Warriors. It's a staggered ball screen. You got Powell rolling, and Porzingis is going to be the popper. You got to make sure you figure it out after D'Angelo.
If you're D'Lo, just. But for Glenn Robinson, Harden, Devin Booker, and Doncic to get a good night's sleep. And Doncic, you can live with that. Even Steve Kerr slapped hands with Robinson's there and said, it's okay.
Is there just 2 guys on the floor right now? It's D'Angelo.
Oh, D'Lo's 5 for 1. Them are going to play tonight. There was no Draymond, there was no D'Angelo, so Rick Carlisle's completely right.
The Warriors are playing with a different swag as Hardaway, even though their offensive numbers haven't changed a ton, and defensively, high intensity.
D'Angelo again. Oh, no. 6%.
Really has.
Oh, man. Little contact on that mesh point on the screen. D. Lee's got a good look at 3.
Exactly where to go with it to the weak side.
Robinson working hard on Doncic.
Oh, my goodness.
That goes in. Oh, man.
D'Angelo's drawing those double teams. He's giving up at the right time. You got the defense outnumbered. You got to take advantage.
Now finally Porzingis rings the threes.
It's the degree of difficulty. He's a better shooter than 32%.
And the push ahead to Hardaway. And you've got a 1-point game, and now Steve.
Right. I think the Warriors are allowing less points. 2 of those guys are a big reason why.
Lee, corner 3.
Then after he releases the ball like that and speeds down to the paint.
I tell you, they're getting all the draw and kicks they want. And now I told you, GR3 pass. Tried to reverse it. That never hit iron. And so Porzingis,
his shooting is incredible.
I mean, both teams have 6 made threes already. D'Lo again. Oh, man.
This is before Draymond's man could switch out to him. Incredible.
This is just
no way.
And a foul 3.
What in the world?
4-point playoff. Let's everybody take a breath for a second.
That was the draw and kick game we're talking about.
Damian Lee with a step back, another triple. Doncic tried to lean in. Seth Curry, and he bottoms a 3. Wow. Look at the guys on the floor right now.
Mavs have some versatility at the 4 and 5 right now with Kleber in the game. He just got that block.
Unable to finish there.
It's good enough defense. It's always tough to guard those spin moves going downhill.
Alec Burks trailing 3.
And he got an open one because we were like, obviously, you got D'Angelo, who's just a super talented player. But other than that, the Warriors have been getting really good high-percentage looks. And that's another.
I mean, this is just amazing.
They can't go the whole game like this, can they?
Well, the lob! A Chris Crush on the feet. That 40-inch vertical at 6'10". Burks. Now, remember last night, he started one
really nice rhythm. That was another great screen he got under out of bounds.
Good recovery from the weak side, but Doncic following as he is like LeBron.
That's why he's such a good rebounder. He uses that size really well.
Jacob Evans. Everybody making shots. The golden percent.
Jacob Evans says, I got to step back in my game too. Got a little separation there.
Now, Delon Wright saying, all right, let's go back to
light. Really has been.
Doncic. You see him, he gets his own rebound again. Setting up Seth Curry for 3. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Jacob,
it's fun to watch.
Yeah, he boxed out well there. Oh.
Working on Marquise Chris, and then the finish. Wow. Lima on a switch. Milagic has the post up. A little patience there. Kai Bowman right to the rim.
Yeah, he had
clean 3s in a quarter. Is the most in the history of the NBA. It's got to be close, certainly in the conversation. And Marquise Chris taking it inside. Seth Curry, Maxi Kleber, and Jalen Brunson. Seth had started by hitting 3 threes and then dropping in another jumper.
That's tough. Sold out to get it.
Give it to Chris.
Yeah, he's got a small defender on him.
He's got Brunson. Marquise identified and scores.
Nice. Don't have.
DeLon Wright, $28 million free agent signee. He got that Memphis sign and trade. Flips that up and in.
Scoring. So Warriors need to make sure they continue to execute on the offensive side and get great looks.
Kleba is not normally a post-up player, but he had the opposite.
I like that Marquise Chris is being aggressive once he gets it in there.
And then on the roll, Marquise took some contact, got his own rebound, put it in again. How about D'Angelo and Seth Curry short? Rebound battle, Powell. Curry again. Oh, Seth Curry off the bench. Mavs have half 100. We have 8 minutes to play in the first half.
He's one of the reasons the Mavs have a great bench.
Billy Cauley-Stein and able to put it in over DeLon Wright.
Yeah, have a small defender on them. They're switching. Either they're double teaming D'Angelo or they're switching. You got a small defender on the roller, so that roller has to take advantage.
Dallas did the exact same thing. Justin Jackson, 3 years at North Carolina. Portland took him initially, but came over from Sacramento, and then Jackson bottoming a triple in his own.
Of the ball, and the offensive player tries to go the other side. Sometimes they'll fake towards the ball screen and go the other way, especially if that defender is overrunning that ball.
Remember his dad Rick playing in the league. D'Angelo again. Oh, man! Come on!
Yeah, they don't get a ton of points in the paint. They love that three ball.
And that's a very European style. They
It is.
drive and kick. And how about the drive and dunk? As they get it to Willie. Staying with it. Nice block by Porzingis.
Yeah, that was well defended. Porzingis, and then Dorian Finney-Smith got back into play and broke down up.
Well, Luka Doncic is so strong, and then isn't his length so much better?
His athleticism.
D'Angelo Russell over Powell. Yes, sir!
Come on. Hesitation, and then he hits him with it again, and then just a quick release.
Porzingis given that three. You mentioned his percentage
Here, he was coming of age.
He'll give it up when he gets doubled. You got to make him pay. Smiley inside to lay it in and draw the foul.
See, that's the right
19-year-old to get that is amazing. Hardaway well defended and scored anyway.
defenders.
This has been fabulous offense.
And high energy.
D'Angelo again. Make it 8.
John Doncic.
Yeah, back off. That's okay. That's okay. He hit it, but you know what? You give him credit. 5 of 5 in Dallas, 4 of 5 tonight. He likes the Warriors. Smiley Geach from Draymond. Doncic again. Alec Burks getting low, bending those knees. Step back three. He can't. See Dallas move the ball. They're getting open shots as Hardaway knocks it in.
Yeah, Hardaway loves
% shooting. A 70-69 game with 1:28 left. Draymond!
Hey, Doncic!
And they throw it away. Yeah. Burks in a foot race. And the Warriors maintain the lead.
What do you do in the second half to position yourselves to win? And Jaren joked, first team to 3 stops wins. But he said, for real, separation on the defensive end.
Doncic was discombobulated there.
Was he bamboozled?
He was bamboozled.
And Porzingis, you see this? So neither team finding any traction in the second half. Nice pass inside, and Powell, the beneficiary. Watch Draymond. I mean, you can bump with your chest and your leg and your knee, but the officials are trained to watch those reaches. That's a nice take by Powell. He's going to need some scoring help the way the points have been in this game. Draymond. Yeah. I don't know if he had to be happy. And Draymond, why not?
Draymond saying, yes, you do.
Yes, you do, apparently. You're in double figures. Getting it out of Doncic's hand here. It's going to leave some open shooters. That's a good closeout and a better make.
He stayed with the cutter maybe a tad bit too long, but he fired back out there. He was on his horse, just a tad bit too late.
D'Lo floating it in. But he's a barometer guy for them. When he's got big points off as a third scorer, Dallas is really good. And tonight he's got 19. Total ISO for the 20-year-old. He's working on a phenomenal defender. Oh, my goodness. How pretty was that?
The wrong foot. That's tough.
Damian Lee took it to trouble. Doncic with the steal. Powell on the kick out. Damian Lee is down on the other end. This is not good.
Set that ball screen. He just slipped it and then went and set a wide pin down for Damian Lee.
Dallas is on a 12-0 run right now. First half, 74-72, but Warriors just had the edge in the third.
Warriors are in the zone right now.
Finney Smith. I mean, these are Burks driving again. Couldn't quite flip that in. Hardaway Jr.'s had a night. It continues. Remember when we said Warriors could keep up with them was going to be the story. And in the third, the Mavericks haven't slowed down at all. Beautiful look to Porzingis.
See, that's use your peripheral vision. So you don't have to keep going back and forth. Once you turn your head, your man's going to go.
Lob to Chris. And Kai Bowman, if he was going to be able to come back in the game.
And still only needs one hand to dunk it.
Catch and shoot Kleba. Now,
overhelp.
Straight later because the Warriors are getting caught overhelping. Bowman having that block. Russell back on the bench. Great news.
No, you're totally right. That's one thing about them is that's a beautiful. So good.
And this kid is developing, and Marquise Chris with a block. Jackson, and there's Marquise Chris with a rebound.
Did you see Doncic smile right afterwards like, yeah, you got me?
Bowman comes away with it. Oh, behind the play, you got something going on. This isn't good.
Marquise Chris
and
Doncic like 10 feet just now. Just trying to swipe down at it. You see Chris smile at him there like, hey, I see what you're doing. You're just trying to antagonize, irritate me. And here comes the push. Watch this.
We had him by the arm and then the two-hand shove. But as you said, that happened on the initial. Completely owned this third quarter after the most brilliant first half by both teams. Alec Burks flipping it up and in.
That was a great ball screen. He got downhill in a hurry, and he's just attacking Porzingis.
Justin Jackson. See, that's when you double. Mavericks have a foul to give here. Damian Lee down the lane. Let's flip it up and in.
Oh, nice. He's going to throw it there. Rip it through going right. Tried to draw an offensive foul.
Doncic finding Kleba. And you just see the Mavs have more guys. You go hostily at an official. That's not a good thing. That was well done. Bowman beat the clock with a back tip. So special.
Well, they just kept it going.
Yeah. Didn't slow down at all. Got better. Finney Smith inside, and the fourth begins much there. Burks will tee one up. Now the Burks dropping it
instead of saying the whole.
It's almost like you played in his sleep. It's pretty cool.
Oh man.
Porzingis at 7-3. Think about that. Patient on that. The Warriors are trying this trap and scramble. Justin Jackson continues to play well off it. Alec Burks from deep. Glenn Robinson with the rebound. A nice follow.
Yeah, Glenn Robinson the third set a great screen.
This is a pretty amazing Warrior offensive performance. They're just being beaten by a brilliant Dallas offense. So Dallas, it's not like the Warriors have been playing poor D the last week or so. They've been excellent. And Mavs, DeLon Wright
just getting on the floor. I agree with you. Could get rolled up on there like you see football players do.
And DeLon Wright, have yourself a night.
Getting back in rhythm offensively.
D'Angelo dropping in a three. So he is eating. So if the Mavs have a couple more threes in this next 7 minutes, could be a little interesting. And DeLon Wright really with the rebound. So Jacob Evans along with Smailagić, Burks Robinson, and Willie Cauley-Stein. And I credit the. So if either team makes a three, Warriors getting in the history books. And Chris, beautiful block again. And he's protecting the ball. He's not getting picked on the dribble.
Yeah.
Smailagić left his feet. And history, come on. Have the Warriors hit a 3 or 2. Have the most ever in an NBA game. That'd be kind of cool. And Robinson the third with a mid-range.
Choreographed dances.
Damian Lee dropping in a jumper. Marjanovic.
He still doesn't look happy.
Damian Lee dropping that in.
That was like that Along Came Polly movie.
Yes.
Like, let it rain. Let it rain.
Damian Lee finishes the window dressing, and the Mavs own the second half by 18 points. Luka Doncic, the legend is real. That 20-year-old